What's good, everybody? Kobe here, bringing some more Kingdom Hearts Unchained Key. It's been a while since I made a video. I went on a 2-week vacation visiting friends and family over the holidays. Continued to play, but make any videos while I was doing it. So there's been a lot of updates lately. We have a new Coliseum. We have a new Epic Metal Carnival. It's illustrated Kyrie, and unlike the last one, it's got a 10-pull mercy instead of a 5-pull mercy, so I don't get drawn into that, thinking it's going to be different. The VIP Magic Mirrors, they made an apology over Twitter, and they put it on the notice board as well. They're going to give us an extra 14 because of the misleading banner icon. Epic Attackers deal is gone. They made avatar boards for the ones that offer in-game, not the event ones, cheaper again, because that was a really big hit. We got 25 new story quests. I haven't really been going through those lately. I'm working on the current solo ranking, trying to get up on the top 100, and then making a big push for it on the raid boss. Will the Final Fantasy events? I'm really happy for this. I'm really hoping we get the medals. Medals. Xemnas isn't really that great. If you have HD Axle, you're pretty well off. It does the same thing, only this one lowers attributes instead of actual defense. It's not going to be that great. If you're a completionist, then you're going to want to try and get at least one copy. And if you want to guilt him, have fun with that. By all means, like, this event is crazy, and I actually ended up finishing it midday yesterday with all objectives completed. It lets you use new medals maybe that you hadn't been used before, or try new combos out. It was a pain. I started having trouble with the Savage Spider, and a couple ones after guard armor was pretty easy. I think I still have some of the equipment set up for those fights. Let's see what I got here. This is what I used for guard armor and for dark side. Ansem first, and then Kyrie, so you can heal the damage that you lose. It's pretty much just hoping the illustrated Sora procs the APP. If not, you're gonna, like, halfway through, you're gonna start, really feeling it. You only need it to proc like once every other turn. As you can see, it's 3, 6, 8, 11, 13, and then I use a shared Jack and Sally with Defense Boost 3, which was another 2 gauge. So you're using a lot of gauge, but with the bosses, you gain a lot of gauge back, even with just simple taps and abilities. If you proc APP once, you're at full, no matter what, like even on a tap. It's pretty crazy. This is what I use for, like I said, the guard armor and dark side. Let's see if I have this is what I used for the gummy armor, or the gummy helmet. That was a really aggravating fight, and I will admit that I had to continue twice. So I'm just saying that I really just wanted to get it over with and get it over and over with. And I really wanted the Xemnas B. So we got Second Chance. I didn't have anything on Mr. Shmee, but he was dealing a pretty decent amount of damage after the second time, 30,000 with his 100% bonus. I have my own Jack and Sally. I kind of wish I didn't throw all of my Jack and Sallys into one and had maybe just had 2. But I made a mistake. So if you have multiple Jack and Sallys, it might be a good idea to use those. Actually, no, maybe not for this fight because the hit counter on it is really aggravating. Maybe I'll go into I'll go fight him right after this. This was a test run. I tried to use this for Dark Side. It didn't really work out too well. And let's see what else we got here. This is what I used for the snowman. The snowman was a pain, but this got me through it. And I did use 100 jewels to continue, only because I wanted to get it over and done with. I had beaten it originally with like 3 or 4 seconds to spare, and went through it a couple times, and when I felt comfortable with the progress I was at, I went ahead and did that continue. And honestly, it's all behind me now. I'm not ashamed of it. I got it done. I got it over. I don't have to fight that snowman ever again. But I used Belle instead of Alice because of the damage. And I mean, that's pretty cut and dry here. Belle, Kyrie for the strength, Riku for the boost, and the little bit of damage that he does. Actually, he doesn't do any damage, really. He'll only do like 100 if you have an active Jack and Sally. My own Jack and Sally, and then I used a shared Jack and Sally. So after the first turn, you will have -3 on elemental defense once you use yours, and you got to keep using them. And Darkseid is doing about 50,000 a hit. He's not max, he's 113, but he's doing a decent amount of damage. Behemoth, I had a similar build to this, except I wasn't using Mr. Swing. I think I was using the key art until I put new DB3 on it. Also, if you guys, I forgot about to mention this, but if you guys see the Donald event, grind that thing out because he is really, really good. Especially if you manage to get a boosted one. He's really powerful. He's only cost 2 waves. He's practically a 3.5 percentage because you're likely going to be at high HP when you use him anyways. He's really good. He's really good if you put a AB2 Lux Plus on him for like raid events. I haven't done that yet because I'm not done the last one, but let's go ahead and camera out just to kind of explain how it works. Alright, so Gummy Hounds. Let's go ahead and get this shared Jack and Sally. It's got DB3 on it, Defense Boost 3. So it's got a 35 hit point. think is where I started using my my boosts, because you know, you get another burst after the first attack or first set of attacks. If I don't proc second chance, I won't continue. I'll restart it, do all of my attacks. Second chance procs, perfect. If I have a good amount of gauge, even better. That's when I use my burst, is on the second round of attacks. If I proc second chance again, great. Everything's going perfectly. But if I don't proc second chance, take a look at the timer, take a look at what I remember his health bar was at. I think it was at 35. I'm in good standing. I'm gonna go ahead, pop that okay. I get my burst back for extra damage, so on and so forth, rinse and repeat. I only had to do it twice. I had to do it once for Dark Side, just so I could get it over with. I didn't want to fight it anymore. Just continual retries, continual retries, continual retries, and I hated it. But yeah, I don't think I have what I used for Trickmaster. I know that one's pretty rough on some people as well. I think I want to say it was similar to this one, only I didn't use Bell. Who did I use? I think I just used like a Meg or something to decrease his defense by 1. And that was pretty much it. I know I used Meg at one point during this whole ordeal, and it might have been for the Trickmaster. But, you know, I'd try to proc defense boost 3 on the attack. If I didn't, hopefully second chance procs. It's all RNG. That's this whole event. And it kind of sucks because the people who need Xemnas B probably won't get him, because you probably already have Axel HD or HD Axel, and HD Axel's, in my opinion, just a better version of it. Actually, it is a better version of it. I forgot. Xemnas B costs 5 gauge to use. So I don't know what they were thinking when they made that medal. It doesn't seem that great at all. But, yeah, it sucks because the people who need it probably can't get it because they already have HD Axel or equally good medals. So this is a real test for people to try and beat the events. I mean, if you're a free-to-play player and you manage to get that far to the Gummy Hound, props to you. I mean, you got some serious good luck with your pulls, or you just know how to beat the system. But it's going to be really hard for a lot of people to get the time objectives completed, especially the ones that require like 3 minutes when the enemies have like 73, 60, 59, 63, about 63 health bars for, I think, the Gummy Hound because of the +4 of the initial health. It's rough. I hope they don't do something like this for the future organization medals, because I don't think they will. They're following the theme. You know, Larxene, you had to race through a mission because she's a speedy character. For Marluxia, it was his hit counters, like his boss fight. Xemnas, just a bunch of raid bosses, essentially. So I really like that aspect of it. It's like you're fighting the 13 bosses of organization. You know, I mean, obviously it's not them, but they're 13 big bosses, which was really neat up until the Savage Spider is where I started hating it. But yeah, that about does it for this video, guys. Thanks. Just a little bit of a discussion and showing you a couple of things I used. And I know you guys probably saw the key art, and I did give in. I went ahead and guilted HD Axel because I love Axel. He's my husband. And I got a good roll. I got 122 on him, so I'm really happy about that. I just plugged away 8 mirrors to max that out. And I probably should have given him Attack Boost 2 Lux Plus. But it is what it is. Until I get more, then I won't be changing that anytime soon. And that about does it for the video, guys. Thank you very much for the watch. I really appreciate it. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe. And until the next update, take it easy.